All right, what's up, people out there? You're hanging out in the box with Animal Andres, and we got a special guest here today. This is Price is Wrong at 279 on Twitch. How you doing, man? You doing all right today?
Oh yeah, doing
Good.
great.
So, Mike here, actually, you print T-shirts, from what I understand. Is that right?
That's correct. Oh
So
yeah.
I actually, I have your website pulled up here, so I'm going to let you walk everybody through this and just let everybody know how they can get in contact with you and get some shirts from you, man.
I like that. That sounds good
Sounds
to
great.
me. Mike,
Oh yeah.
roll us through this. This is looking crisp.
Okay, so I mean, pretty much we do custom work. You can find us at fortmyersshirts.com. Any custom design, really. Bulk orders, great. We can do small orders, large orders, but everything's custom and it's quality work. That's all I can really put to it, is the quality that we'll give you.
How long have you been doing this for again?
I've been doing this for 20 years.
20 years? Your first generation printer, or your pops did this before you?
I'm a second generation printer. My dad did it. He's 50 years of doing this now. And I just grew up knowing how to do this stuff. So it's fun. I love doing it.
The website looks great. I mean, this
It
is
does.
actual pictures from some of the stuff that you've produced. You doing
Yeah.
embroidering, all that good stuff, huh?
Oh yeah. Actually, if you go back up a little bit, there's that one. You'll see like up a little bit more,
This guy. Oh,
Ooh.
Next one. Nope. There's like a green looking
oh, I think it's this.
on a black background.
Oh, that one right there?
All right. So those right there are cardboard that I print black, and then I print adhesive. And where you see that green, that's foil heated onto the adhesive on the thing. So they're like posters, you know, they're big posters. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
screen-printed
Cardboard?
posters. Like when I do your shirts,
Uh-huh.
I'm probably gonna do something like that too and send you.
That is
Dude,
cool.
that is
It's pretty
sick.
cool.
You say
You'll
this is
see it.
like foil?
That's foil. Like all the green, it like sparkles with light. It's crazy. It's cool.
So
So
you
that's
just kind
what you were
of
kind of go ahead,
melted it. You just kind of melted into it, basically.
Yeah, I can do it on shirts too. Like we can print.
That's so cool, man.
I just print the adhesive, and then when I heat press it with the foil material, it only sticks where that heat adhesive is on the shirt.
That is, you know, I'm so excited about getting this work done with you here, Mike. I mean, look at some of this work, and I know we talked about this a little bit earlier, and I know I'm kind of regurgitating, but this is something you actually loved doing as a kid as well. This was like your hobby growing up as a kid, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
So you
Everything.
actually get to do what you love.
I love it. Oh yeah, I wouldn't do anything else.
Sweet. So if, for your band example, you do all the apparel, all that good stuff, all the stickers, all that?
Yeah, that's kind of what pushed me into it as a kid, because I'd always jam out with guys. We had a little band back in the day, so hey, let's print our own shirts. And that's why I was like, well, my dad's got this press, and I already know how to use it. Let's do some band shirts, band stickers.
That is freaking dope. How about we just do this right now, Animal? Do you mind?
Yeah, I'm going to. I want to bring up one little thing, though. You mentioned your band. For anybody that watches Twitch Culture Daily, go back and watch episode, I believe it's 16, Twitch Culture Daily 16. And at the end of that episode, we actually featured a music video. And from what I understand, this is the first metal music video that was ever uploaded straight to the blockchain by Price is Wrong up here. So that's a really cool thing I just wanted to bring up. So tell us a little bit more about your band and about that whole experience of uploading your video to the blockchain like that, man.
Yeah, the band's pretty cool. It's some good thrashy metal.
Yeah.
We just play around for fun, play different clubs around town up in Tampa and whatnot. It's just we just have a fun time with it. Well, we had the video around the time that there was a big stress test happening. So I said, this is a perfect opportunity. I'll upload a 100 megabyte file and see if, let's try to push the VSV network, see what happens.
Yeah. Very cool.
I remember when Animal found that and he was like, man, we gotta feature this. Look at this.
Oh, it's so
He's
cool,
like, I've been
man.
looking for music on the blockchain forever.
Yeah.
Check this video out.
Yeah, I was super impressed by that. I actually really liked the video itself too, not just the fact that it was on the blockchain. So props to you, man.
It was really
Nice.
good content.
It very, very much was.
Yeah. That's actually the guy who did my webpage also did that video for us.
Ah, okay.
He's a
It
good
all
friend
makes
of
sense.
friend. Yep.
Sweet stuff. But I think what we should do, and only if it's all right with Mike, is it all right? Because we've been talking to Mike before this. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit magic editing in here.
Yeah.
But we already negotiated a deal with Mike for something very, very special that
And we're not going to get into too many details because we still wanted to be a little bit of a surprise. But I am going to come over right here. I'll share screen and show you what I'm dealing with. I'm going to drop a little Twitch post right now. So if you're seeing this on Twitch, you would have already seen it in the past because we still have to edit this video. But you're not going to know what's going on until you see this video.
Yeah. So Mike, before he hits post on this, is this a handshake, Demolition Man style?
Oh yes.
That's the deal. You got to give me the circle shake, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it. But you know what?
$160 pay to my boy. Price is wrong. Animal Vision doing the swiping like a G.
Nice.
Done and done. Yeah, pretty cool paying for services through Twitch. Got to tell you, that's a pretty interesting little thing.
Right? Very simple. I mean, isn't this an easy way? I mean, obviously, it's an easy way because we're contacting you directly and you wouldn't be able to speak to everybody directly placing orders. Moving forward, do you see yourself as a small business owner, somebody who's been printing t-shirts for 20 years? Do you see yourself taking BSV as a payment in the future for your services?
Absolutely.
How about right now, if somebody aside from us wanted to get service from you for a cool t-shirt, whatever the case is, would you be willing to accept BSV for that?
Oh yes.
Then
awesome.
that's the wave of the future right there.
It is the wave of the future.
Sweet.
It's not just trading it between wallets anymore, people. We're buying t-shirts out here.
I love that. So we popped Mike's cherry, but he's looking for somebody to actually consummate the marriage. If somebody wants to have a marriage with his services, he will consummate that.
Yeah, I mean, we're just dealing in some chump change over here. Go give Mike some real business. Go drop that man like 18 BSV for some quality hoodies. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I love hoodies, dude. We got so much more, Mike, that we're gonna want to do for me in the future, and we're so blessed that we get to pick this service from somebody that's within the Twitch community, within our community that we've shared posts with in the past. It's pretty epic.
It is cool. I can't wait to do them. I'm excited. I can't wait to do them.
Well, you got paid from now, so we're happy we're waiting for it too.
Yeah, no, we're stoked, man, for sure.
Cool. Very cool.
Well, what do you say, guys? Let's wrap this up here. Try to keep it short and sweet. I think we said all we needed to, huh?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Mike, any final words you want to say aside from that? Aside from FortMyersShirts.com, go there now. Aside from there, how else can they reach you?
That's the best way at this time to reach me, I would say.
And
you can
Twitch, you're on
at Twitch. You can get me on Twitch at $2.79. Price is wrong. Yeah.
OG alert, $2.79.
I know. It's pretty bad when we have somebody on our show that knows more about Twitch than we do, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the last time you'll be on here, Mike.
Yeah, get out of here, Mike.
That's all right. It's fine.
Hey, thanks again, man. We appreciate you.
All right, guys.
Superb.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Animal Vision here, hanging out in the studio, doing a little bit of video editing. I just wanted to let you guys know, at this point in the video, we're going to consider the end of the official In The Box episode. But we got such cool footage from talking to Price is Wrong yesterday that there was so many clips that I just didn't feel good about leaving them out of this video. So from this point forward, we're going one day in the past to check out some cool content we got yesterday with our boy Mike. So stick around and thanks for watching.
Why are you in that spot? You're not your wife kicked you out of the other spot for now. She's working on it.
Yeah.
That other spot is dope. I'm dying to get behind that bar and make a few cocktails, bro.
Yeah.
And you guys got a bunch of spirits. When I heard Cointreau, I was like, damn. Motherfucker got Cointreau over there.
Yeah,
That's not just something you buy. You know, this is exotic shit right here. Creme de violette. You know, this is not something everybody carries in their house. If you want to have something good in your house, Dux,
oh.
pick this up, creme de violette. You make aviations with it, so it's gin.
Unfortunately, I think my wife would love you. Unfortunately.
You could hire me as a personal bartender.
Yes,
I do
she would
accept
do.
BSV.
She
Only
would
BSV.
do.
She'd be all over you, bro.
I don't take fiat. It's disgusting. It's
I got to tell you, my
nasty.
fiance's
Ugh.
all over him too, bro. I can't even lie.
Why?
So-
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So, Mike, whenever we come
Mike,
in here, this is
keep
a
your
little
wife away from Andre.
That's it, man.
Hey,
How'd you
bro,
keep
let me tell you something. My cocktail skills, I don't brag about a lot, okay? But I'm a fucking amazing bartender, and I can
Yeah.
make a sick-ass cocktail.
It is a skill.
This is what we do
Yeah.
here is a little bit different because most crypto-type BSV channels, all they do is target, not necessarily all they do is target analysis, but it's more everything is financial. The point of InTheBox is to get to know the people that are using BSV, to get to know a little bit more about them, how they found out about BSV, how you've been spending your BSV, whatever the case is, just to, and especially, and again, more targeted towards Twitch. If you want to be on InTheBox, you have to have at least made that one first default post, you know,
Oh yeah.
here on Twitch, excited to be here, you know. But Mike, tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you found Twitch and BSV.
Just BSV, I guess, you know, mining with some GPU miners back in the day because I had a card in my computer at the time. So I figured,
Sweet.
let's mine some coin. Let's try this stuff out. And it was pretty cool, but you know, mined just about every shit coin there is. And then eventually started seeing more what the blockchain does that way. It just pushed me some reason or another. I don't know how it happened. I ended up seeing the BSV split happening and started researching it. And the more I researched it and the more I talked with people, I'm like, this thing's off the hook. This ain't like another blockchain, you know?
Right.
So that was it. I was in, like, I'm into this. It's cool. You can do stuff.
All
with
in,
it.
right?
Yep. It's not just a wallet. Oh, and I can send it to this wallet, or I could send it to that wallet. But it's like you can actually do shit.
Right.
And you don't need
And
your
it don't cost you a
traditional
ton of
wallet
money.
number
Yeah.
either. You can do PayMail, which is phenomenal. I think one of the biggest turnoffs for people when they get into Bitcoin and you explain them the wallet, and then this is your wallet address, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" Now with products like SendBee, you can even turn your original email into a freaking PayMail, so people could send you BSV to your Gmail, to your Proton Mail, to whatever that right there. I think is going to be one of the biggest breaking points for mass adoption and bringing people on, making it simple. It's so easy. You can send a payment to somebody's email.
Absolutely.
And as far as tell us a little bit about your history. How did you find Twitch specifically? What brought you to?
Well, I was really into it, especially right after the split had happened. I was like, this is cool. I did a stress test with a Bitcoin channel, Bitcoin SV channel, and they had a big stress test that went on. So that was when I put that video up there. I was like, all right, we can actually push data, big data. Let's push, 100 megabyte video up there and see what happens. We were trying to stress it out, and it worked out well. Everything went pretty good. Some things crashed at times, like the money button had some down, but it wasn't too bad. We got through it.
And this was pre-Genesis, right?
Yes. Yep.
And what type of material did you upload? I mean, I know, but I want you to tell everybody what you uploaded.
I did probably 3 or 4 songs that day. Also the video that we had put up there, as well as just some high resolution photographs and different art that I had. I was like, let's see if it can handle these larger, 100 megabyte. It was like a single 100 megabyte Photoshop document, basically, like really high resed out, and it handles everything. It takes it, and it's still there, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's gonna be there as long as the blockchain is alive, whatever the case is. So in other words, it's gonna be there as long as BSV
Oh yeah.
as long as the BSV blockchain is around. But who's like the person? How did you find who's like the person that was like, you got to get into Twitch?
I would say Salty. Salty was definitely the guy that got me into Twitch. Because I've been jumping on his memes. He was always putting out the craziest memes every damn day. So I said, you know what? Just followed him for a while, and he's like, check this out one day. And it was kind of like even to get in Twitch in the beginning, like you had to jump some hoops. You had to do some memes and some different. You had to find the right channels. It wasn't like a quick in. You had to do some stuff to get in it.
So it was even harder than just having a Twitter. You had to find memes. It was kind of like a treasure hunt or something, like a scavenger hunt to get in.
Well, not so much. It kind of was a scavenger hunt in a way, because you had to find out that they had a Discord page or something. And it was a little tricky. You had to find all the avenues to do it, and eventually somebody would let you be like, "Hey, here's the link to get in right now." So it's like, okay, got it.
Sweet.
That is awesome.
That is sweet, because you got a really sweet user number. Well,
Yeah,
what's your user?
I had to work for it. You had to work. What's that?
What's your user number, Mike? So everybody that's watching this could go ahead and find you.
It's 279.
Shoot.
3-digit user baller over here, huh?
Lord have mercy.
That's freaking amazing. By the way, that video was freaking killer.
Yeah, it was sick.
Nice.
It was sick.
Nice. Thank you.
What type of stuff did you enjoy doing as a child? Like, what was some of your favorite hobbies? What was something maybe that you were really good at as a child? What are some things that are nostalgic to you?
Always the outdoors, just totally fishing and outdoors, but printing. T-shirt printing has been my entire life. That's what I have the most. I have, even though it's a job, when I get to have fun with it, it's awesome. It's an awesome job.
I think my boy Dookie could relate to you on that right over here.
Well, I right now I'm a butcher. I've been doing that for like the last 8-9 years. But before that, I was a printer also for probably 5-6 years.
Awesome.
Which I worked my way up. I was a crew chief at a big factory. We did Under Armour and Champion and Gear for Sports. But yeah, that's probably my favorite job I've ever had.
That's awesome.
People don't realize it's an art.
Yeah.
It's an art to it.
It is. I can do like 14 colors with the press I have, so it's no joke. It can do some serious. It can pump really cool stuff.
Biggest one we had was 16 heads, and it took all the dryers off, and you run it wet. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Good times. That was my favorite job I've ever had.
Yeah, we've been very excited about that. Man, it's been so crazy the last few days. Everybody's been going through their things and trying to figure out how this thing is. Before, believe it or not, before COVID, I think we spent more time on the horn together than after COVID, because it's like you're trying to figure out how to do things, and then Animal's like, I got to do this right now, and then we're trying to get together, and then we can't. So it's a blessing to get you on the horn today, man. I think people are finally getting there.
It all lined up.
Yeah, for sure. So like again, going back to things, what's a regular day in the life of The Price is Wrong?
Print, and more print probably is the regular day, and then of course throw a twitch or two in there.
Heard. I saw one of those really cool twitches was the one where you got stuck on the island.
I got one for you. What's the most shirts yourself have you printed on a machine in a day?
How many? What was that? One more time. How many?
Yeah, in a day by yourself.
How many have you printed by yourself in a day on a press?
I don't even know. I usually run it, and it's from day to night. I'm running about 40 dozen per hour.
Holy
is about the average run rate, I'd say, because it's not always sometimes a straight all the way to the end of the day. In a week's time, we nail a lot of shirts.
You do a lot of different prints. You're doing a lot of changing designs and all that.
Yep.
I used to do like the NCAA like March Madness T-shirts.
Oh, cool.
So I would run a print a couple thousand T-shirts of one print and just do nothing but loading ink in that thing all day long, just
Yes.
running it,
Oh yeah.
and just do that for like a couple months. Them shirts, just that's all we would do for all the
That is
schools. It was pretty nuts.
That is crazy.
What
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
tunes do you listen to while you're printing out your shirts and stuff like that?
Oh,
What
you
type of
gotta have it.
activities do you
Oh,
do
yeah.
to keep you busy?
Everything from reggae, a lot of metal, some System of Down.
Okay.
Just a lot of different stuff.
Awesome.
It's a workout. You got to have some music. He's probably got a 6-pack of abs from doing all that.
Yeah, right.
When you're loading them T-shirts and throwing them off, boy,
Oh yeah.
it's a workout.
You know
It
what
is.
I really want to hear about is that story about getting stuck on the island or whatever the case is. We were like, man, look at the pictures that this
Oh,
dude
yeah.
is freaking posting. How cool is that, dude? Like,
Yeah.
I want to be stuck too.
Yeah, that place is great. That's North Captiva Island right here in Florida. So my buddies came down to visit from New England, Rhode Island area. That's where we all grew up. And so on the way to the island for a week, the boat just breaks down. Like on the way to it. So I get towed to the place. I'm like, bring me to the island anyway. And while we're out there, this whole COVID thing starts kicking in. And I'm like, what's going on? We're on an island. You guys got to fly back to Boston. And it was getting off the hook.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
I said, well, we'll just stay here. We had gone on a charter and caught every kind of fish you can imagine, grouper. And so we were like, oh, we got plenty of fish. But that was about it.
That
Plus,
is
we did get back.
that is one of the best things about Florida is if you're fishing in Florida, what I used to love doing was going to Isla Morada. I think it's like mile marker 67 or something like that. You know, the 3 mile bridge. It's like 3 miles, something like
Yeah.
that. And we take a bike, go out to the middle because you know how it's crazy, man. If you've ever been to Isla Morada, that bridge to go fishing,
Yep.
the old bridge, okay? So you would go on the old bridge and there'd be hundreds of people. But our goal was always to make it to the middle. We even put rod holders up in the middle of that freaking bridge. We tap con rod holders and all crazy types of stuff, man. And the best thing is we would take out our little propane grill and we fucking catch a school of yellowtails
Oh,
and
yeah.
just freaking eat fresh
Oh,
right
man.
there, dude. It's maybe
That's the best one.
Oh my God. And when you run into a school of yellowtails, you just feel it. Pop, pop,
Yep.
pop. Freaking
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel them yellowtails. You know when you got a yellowtail on it, and it's such good eating, dude. You freaking
Oh, yeah.
fry them things while they're alive, essentially.
Yeah. That's what we were doing. I brought a bunch of lime juice with us. So we were making ceviche on the boat out there. Like we're catching them. Like, all right, throw this thing on that lime and 20 minutes or so we'll eat it.
Man, I love ceviche. It's very popular here in Miami. I mean, we got a lot of Peruvians. So it's extremely popular. Actually, the restaurant I worked for, it's an Italian restaurant, but the owner is Argentinian Italian, and then his wife is Peruvian. So
very good.
Like working there, like being like an employee, we go to and all the cooks are, Brazilian, Peruvian, El Salvadorian, really cool people. And you bring your own food and they fucking cook you up some ceviche with all the lime. It
That's
literally,
cool.
the lime cooks the fish and then you throw some cilantro in there, some onion. That's eating, buddy. And it's so good for your brain.
Yeah, for sure.
For your brain,
For your
man.
How did you get into printing then? Like, what was it that brought you into that world?
Well, my dad was a printer, so he's been a printer for 40 years now, at least. So just as a kid, I'd mess around. He had a little press in his garage. I'd mess around with that thing a little bit. And he comes home one day and I'd set up a 6-color that he had sitting on the floor. And he's like, "You set this thing up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was just messing around to see if I could do it." He's like, "It's right on. It's perfect." So he's like, "Keep printing." So after a while, he had me printing jobs for him in a garage, and I enjoyed it. I was like, "This is great. I'm having fun, and he's giving me money to do this." So as years went on, I just started, buying machines, building
So that
a
was
business.
like your hobby right off the get, right?
Oh yeah. And being in a band, I always wanted to print my own shirts, stickers, whatever. I'm like, "No, we got it. We can do whatever we want. We don't have to just do this. We can do anything. Let's do it."
So you must have had like the coolest shirts growing up then as a kid, right? I mean,
got some
going to
crazy
shirt,
ones.
having a freaking unique shirt every freaking day, I bet, huh?
No, it's not like that, honestly. But we
Well,
had good
I bet
ones
you have
here,
a
too.
problem when you buy shirts. You have to look them over and you like, this sucks.
Well, what I do is I bring them back and I cook them. I cook them at my temperature, so it's like, all right, they're cured correctly now, and usually it works.
Nice.
No way. That's crazy. That
I
is
like
so
that.
freaking cool, bro. That
Funny.
is so freaking awesome.
Or they're out of registration. I'm always like, man, I can't buy this shit. Like this
Yeah.
guy didn't know how to print shit. Like I don't know, I'm picky.
Oh, I hear that. I hear that. Me too.
Yeah.
You have to be. I see it right away, but then you look and
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? Most people don't even notice it, but it's a lot of people who did notice it over the years that makes you get it. It has to be like this. Perfect.
Quick question. What instruments do you play? How long have you been playing? How did you get into all of that? Because I'm sure Animal would love to hear that while he's working.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
for sure. We I mean, I play bass, 5-string bass specifically.
Hey.
I just love it, man. It's an aggressive beast of a thing, and I got a monster rig, so I have a lot of fun with bass, man. It's
Look, there he
Dang
goes.
animals.
Watch, he's
There
about
he
to pull
goes.
out his 5-string bass right now. You
nice.
can't.
Do
You
it.
see, I know how to get Animal going.
My baby right here.
You got her plugged in.
No, hell no. I don't even have an amp in here right now.
Ah,
Go figure.
do
There's
it.
a blown one over there, but yeah, I just bought this last year. It's the first 5-string I ever owned.
How'd you get into cryptocurrency from the beginning? What year?
I would say GPU mining. I don't even know what year it was. It had to be like 16, 17 maybe. And I just noticed I was reading about some Bitcoins, and I knew I had a GPU in my computer to do the artwork that I was doing. I'm running these bigger files. The GPU worked great. So
Mhm.
I was like, I got one of those. Let me see if I can hook this thing up somehow to a pool or whatever, and started researching and learning about it. I was like, cool, it's mining, you know, and like I said, I mined every stupid shitcoin there probably is.
And when
Trying
did
to
you start doing more research, like as far as finding out what shitcoins are, whatever the case is?
Yep. Well,
Thing is
yeah,
that
you go read anything, and of course they try to hype it up. Oh, this is great. It's going to do this, but I didn't really see through the mining and how it was all working from the other side of it. Like, how is this going to work though? You know, it doesn't. But BSV has broken those. They broke every boundary as far as I'm concerned now.
They could essentially do what every major financial institution does combined in one block.
Yeah. I don't know how people don't realize this.
Good
I
I
know
was
they're
at,
blind, man.
I was,
Because people don't like Craig. I think
Yeah.
they're just turned off by Craig.
Yep.
which is ignorant. Even if he isn't Satoshi, I mean, what difference does it freaking make? You can't do what you're doing on BSV. Me and Animal were just talking about this the other day.
Yep.
Yeah, it totally doesn't matter.
Salty, how'd you get to know Salty? How long have you been in contact with Salty for?
Just mostly on Twitter. That was it. A lot of just Twittering, a couple private things, asking, like, you know, just trying to figure out some of the stuff with, you know, BSV. He kind of pointed me to a lot of videos and stuff. Check this out. Check that. And it's like, damn, man, you're blowing my mind with all this. You know,
Yeah.
So he was
really deep researching things.
so he was really like helpful
Oh
as
yeah.
far as trying to get you on board and stuff like that, because he seems like the coolest freaking person, man.
Oh yeah. Like you'd reply
He
to
used
it.
to be the shark.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Remember, he was the shark.
I
That's
remember that.
one of the first people I followed.
The
and talked
the
to,
little shark
too.
cartoon, right? It was like
Salty.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit, that was Salty. Wow, that's crazy. That's right.
You
That's
didn't
right.
remember that?
Now, I mean, it was
He
it was a
didn't
while
meme as
ago.
much then, I feel like, as now.
It was a while ago, but yeah, I remember it now because I remember the little shark cartoon.
Yeah,
And
he
I
took it to
remember
the
it
next
being kind of
level.
funny because his name was Salty. And then one time he mentioned that he was from Florida. So I was like, oh, it makes sense. The shark, Salty, Salt Life. That's like a very popular Florida term, Salt Life.
Oh yeah.
So did you know that he's a musician as well, or that he
Oh
plays?
yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen like I don't know, a while back on Twitter, he had put a bunch of a song that he was just playing, just ripping out and shredding on it. I'm like, man, he shreds too. He's awesome. He's pointing me in the right direction, and he's a shredder. I'm like, hell yeah.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
That is
He's
cool,
a
man.
shredder. You know that we're gonna get some memes out of that one. I'm sorry, that just blew my mind. I see
I
Ninja
like
Turtle
donated.
shredder memes.
I donated some money on Hand Cash Friends, which something like that. But then the page refreshed and it was an album that's Salty. You get to listen to an album of his. Man, I sat there for a good hour
Yeah.
listening to him play guitar.
Wow,
I was
That's
like,
so
oh, this
cool.
is totally worth it. I'm so glad I did this.
that's cool.
By
Yeah,
the
he's
way,
awesome,
Salty,
dude.
if you're watching this, we're dying to have you on here. You're freaking amazing, and we love all of your stuff on Twitch.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing guy, bro. Bring back the shark, man. I like the shark. The shark was freaking cool.